Hi, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. If you are new to the channel, then a very, very warm welcome. And today you join Teddy and I on a journey into the Peak District to play radio. So a number of times that I've put these videos up, people have commented that they've enjoyed seeing a little bit of the scenery. So I thought I'd add a few minutes worth of B-roll just to show you the beautiful countryside that exists in the middle part of the UK. This particular area that I'm off to is on the borders of Staffordshire and Derbyshire. It's known as the Peak District. There are several high peaks there. If you just Google it, you'll find exactly the area that I'm talking about. Now, here we are arriving at the location. It's called Merriton Low, or that's at least what I refer to it as. It's a favourite point of many amateur radio enthusiasts and contesters. Now, it was a bit crazy actually. The weather was blowing an absolute gale, 35 to 40 mile an hour winds, and being so high up, obviously we took the brunt of it. As you can see, it's around about 500 metres ASL, 1600 feet, and the location, as I say, is right in the middle of the country. So if I just zoom out on this map, you'll see where we are relative to a few places that you may know, like Leek, for instance, and also Buxton. So if I zoom out a little bit more, you'll see where we are relative to bigger places like Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham. So we've come up here in the Campervan, which I'll show you a little bit more of shortly. And we're planning on working a bit of radio and maybe even staying over the night in this little lay-by. It's fairly deserted up here, so you won't get many cars going past in the middle of the night. And hopefully there's no sources of interference to affect us playing radio, HF and VHF. I mentioned earlier that it was windy up here. Well, I don't think I need to say any more. For working HF, what I'm planning on using is this end-fed half-wave antenna by the high-end company, and it's supported by this Sotabeam's 10 metre fibreglass pole. So if you look at the way that that is bending over in the wind, let's see if it's still standing in the morning. Let's hope it is. The two bands that we're looking for is 20 metres and 40. So on 20, the lower part of 20 for FT8 is barely acceptable. The internal ATU will pull that in on the 991, and on 7 decimal something, yeah, that's okay. It's less than 3 to 1, so the 991 will sort that out. Right, just time now for some doggy kisses and cuddles, and then we'll get down to the important tasks at hand. I'll let you have a quick look at the camper as well while it's still daylight outside. So this is a Mercedes-Benz Vito van, which has been converted and modernised into a camper van. It's a 6-speed manual, and we've got the Yaesu 857 control head mounted on the dash there, and the main part of the radio is located under the seat. The camper itself has got plenty of cupboard space and stowage. Obviously you don't want things rattling around too much, so there's plenty of nooks and crannies to stuff things, necessary items like beer and wine. The control panel here takes care of the 240 volts and also the 12 volts and also the charging system. It charges off the alternator while the van is driving along, and you've got isolators and RCDs for things like fridge and stuff like that. Here we've got the diesel heater. This is pumping out, well, it's capable of 5 kilowatts, so yeah, it gets quite toasty. And this here is a bed, so at the press of a button, remote control, it folds down flat, suffice for 2 people to sleep on. This is the pop-top roof, so if it wasn't so windy I would actually pop this up and you can sleep another 2 people up there, or maybe even 3 kids. We've got a microwave for when we're connected to 240 volts, and underneath here I just put this protective stuff on top just to stop it from getting scratched. These 2 glass lids lift up to show the 2-burner cooker or hob, and next to that on the right hand side you've got the sink with an electric pump for the cold water. So yeah, completely self-sufficient really. It's really lovely. The inverter's running perfectly for the power for the laptop. The diesel heater's running perfectly for warmth. It's around about 1 degree outside, and it's about 18, 19 degrees in here. As you can see, Teddy's enjoying it, so he's asleep. And then we got the laptop with the 991 with 10 watts. As you can see, SWR is 1.3 to 1, and that's with the tuner off. So just a little bit of fun while I'm talking to G6NJR. See if you can count how many times I fed Teddy, and that's how many times he actually took the snack. Just write your answer in the comments section below, and you never know, you could be a winner.
G6NJR. Good evening, Mike. Call sign here is Mike Whiskey 6 Foxtrot Echo Foxtrot. Personal here is Matt Mike Alpha Tango Tango QSL.
Yes, no.
GW0MDQ Golf Whiskey 0 Mike Delta Quebec.
Right, I've turned the lights on. It's 20 past 6, and it's time for tea. It's still blowing, I don't know, a hoolie outside. I've basically spent most of my time on 2 meters FM, which has been brilliant. Talking to people down into Shropshire and over in Leeds, which was a great one, 60 odd miles. Yeah, me and Ted are going to have something to eat now. So Ted's got his his nouveau cuisine stuff, and yeah, what seems to be normal actually, us amateur radio guys seem to be really good cooks as well. Tipping my cap there to Carl, to his hero EZT. So I'm going to try and follow in his footsteps and cook some miraculous cuisine in the camper. Okay, always a good place to start with a beer. Brewed in Burton-on-Trent. Wow. That is good stuff. Old Empire IPA. Beautiful. Okay, so what we got? Plastic plates. Always necessary when you're camping. And we're going to start off with Teddy's favourite, chicken portions, which were hot when we bought them, weren't they, Teddy? And we've also got some, again, from Morrison's. Oh, Teddy loves these. Ribs. Teddy loves them. And just so that it doesn't look like we're complete carnivores, and I know people believe that I'm a bit of a salad dodger, however, we have some salad, which actually is actually that big. And it didn't look that big when I was filling the tub up. So again, from Morrison's, a selection. There you go, that's it. No spices, no cooking, nothing. Ribs, chicken, salad, beer. Job done. So this is the next morning, and it's a beautiful morning. It's still very, very windy, and it's still very, very cold. But the night was a bit rough. The van was rocking backwards and forwards in the wind, and Teddy was a bit restless, so didn't sleep very well. But yeah, we played a bit of radio. This is something that I hate when I go into the countryside, where people have just chucked rubbish. It just drives me crazy. So I carry bin bags obviously in the camper, and I've got no problem with going out and picking up a bit of litter and taking it home and disposing of it in my litter bin. And honestly, why do people abuse the countryside? So anyway, we had a great evening playing on 2 meters. We got around about 20 something QSOs in the logbook. But unfortunately it's time to head back home now and go to work. So I'll just leave you with this bit of time lapse. This is looking out towards Manchester. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I've tried to keep it as interesting as possible. Don't forget the competition. Not sure there's going to be a prize, but it will be good to see if anybody can get close to the exact number of snacks that Teddy ate. Okay everybody, if you've enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.